Good morning. I'm Carol Mutton with the PNHRB band, the New Horizons bands, and we have two members from the Green Band, beginners, here to talk about their experiences as members, brand new members of the band. So let's start out, let's have you introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name's Hedy. New with the Green Band. No music background, but enjoying it thoroughly.
And
I'm Liz. I'm a Green Band. I do have a music history, and I just decided that music was to start up in my life again. So I decided, actually through a friend who plays in Jubilee, decided to start with Green Band, and I picked up the flute, and I love it.
Okay. Hedy, can you talk a little bit about how you're finding the whole experience?
Well, first of all, I want to tell you how I found the Peterborough Green Band. Well, I was at the Independent on Lansdowne, and they were performing for an opening or reinventing the store. And I went up to Mark, and I didn't even know him back then, and I just said, how do I be part of this? And I wasn't retired at the time. So he told me, here's this paper, and I said, okay, and it doesn't start till September, and I still wasn't retired, so I had to wait till I was retired, and then I said, I'm going for it, and I haven't looked back. I'm really enjoying it. Great experience. We've got our mentors, we've got our director, and we've got our peers, and we all support one another, so it's been wonderful.
Great to hear.
Yeah.
And how about you, Liz?
How I started?
Well, just how you're finding the experience.
I find this wonderful. It is actually the highlight of my week. I mean, I do work full time, and I know that Mondays when I'm coming up here, it's just 2 hours of solid music. I think probably what the most wonderful thing about it is that, like Hedy said, we've got a great group of people with varying levels of music abilities, but just a willingness to help each other out. Whether you know absolutely nothing or whether you do have a music background, we're all starting basically off on the same level playing field. And Mark Hiscock is fabulous as a conductor and instructor. He really encourages us in the most wonderful way with humor and encouragement and light, and I think that's why we're doing so. I feel we're doing really well.
Yeah, and I was going to say, not that many people, Liz, are in the band who are not retired. Most of them are, and you're working full time. And how do you find the time to practice and?
Well, I mean, I am self-employed, so I can pick my times, but at full time I do work about 40, 50 hours a week. But I do set aside 15, 20 minutes a day. Some days are not as long as that. Some days are 30 minutes or 2 hours. So it really depends on what my mood is. Once I get started and get into the groove of wanting to play more, then I find that sitting there for a longer period of time is effortless. And then I just sort of, at the times where it's just a few minutes, then I play just for a few minutes. Okay. As long as I get a little bit of time in every day.
Yeah, great. Okay, last words.
Well, I highly recommend this way. If you have no musical background and you're willing to start from scratch, I highly recommend to come part of this group, the Green Band. There's also a lot of social activity. You get to meet people. There's a lot of interactions. Liz is my friend, and we've become friends. Like, I've met some wonderful people here. And she's a good buddy. She's nice.
I paid her to say that. No, I just say that, join, because, it just starts with the first step. So just get in here, and you'll realize just how much fun and enjoyable experience it is. I can't imagine. I wish I'd started this years ago. I mean, I just started this year, but I wish I'd started 10 years ago. I'm just having the time of my life. I really love it.
Well, thank you so much for talking about the Peterborough New Horizons bands and your experience with the Green Band as beginners. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.